Oh yeah, we just finished first episode of Walking Dead coverage, what we like to call Deadtalk. What is up, everybody? Oh, it become electrical man. Oh! Sorry, that's it's a new movie I'm working on, guys. It goes a little something like this. Listen, he once loved electric. Then he stuck his dick in the electrical socket, and he became an evil villain. Oh, electrical man! Oh, electrical man! Oh, feel my electrical system pulsing through your brains. Sorry. I got Mr. Swamp Ass Podcast, Mr. Foul Mouth Bobbin in the house, and the Filthy Mouth Gamer with me right now.
What's up, sluts?
And we're just saying what's up to the Patreon family, our Patreon family members. We just finished Dead Talk episode 1. Hope you guys like it. We're just trying different things, guys. I know not everything's going to be a home run. If you guys don't like this episode, you don't like what we're doing, please give us the feedback. Tell us, this sucks. We don't like it. You know? Right. Or it's good. Keep doing what you're doing. Because we want your feedback, because that's what matters, you know, as far as what we're doing and why we're doing it. So, no, I'm just kidding.
As opposed to Erotic Hippo, who wants a feedback instead of feedback.
She wants a feedback. She's like, fuck the feedback, you know. I just want like a feedback, you know. Christ Almighty, you know. Big shout out to all the new Patreon members that have come in here in the last 2 days. I shouted you guys out on the other video. I want to give a big shout out to Christian. He's the newest family member. We just adopted him earlier today. About 4 hours ago, he became an official adoptee of the Foul Mouths family. So welcome to the family. He was on the show with us a little while ago. He's a huge Walking Dead fan. He came on and dropped some knowledge with us, and we talked about the episode for a little. Check out the episode, guys. By mistake today, I don't even want to say it, but I was putting all the foul plays and all the Insomniacs that I haven't put on and all the Foul Mouths Live that we've done into their into their playlist. And I went and I put foul play in there. I only had 3 in there, so I said, oh, there's a 4th one. So I went, I found it, I put it in there. I accidentally had 2 of the same ones in there, so I went to delete it. But unbeknownst to me, I deleted it from the fucking YouTube channel, not the playlist. Oh, and I was so fucking pissed because I cannot get this episode back up. I don't have it recorded. I spoke to Cronin about it. He told me you might want to contact YouTube, send them a email to see if they could put it up there for you. So I sent them an email. I don't know if this fucking video is going to come back up. It might be lost for forever. It's the first time I ever made that mistake. I felt like absolute shit afterwards that I couldn't get this thing back up there. Really sucked balls. But yeah, that episode right now, as of right now, is not up there. And it was a pretty good episode, man.
Which one was it?
Put a lot of work into that episode. I know I personally put a lot of work into that episode because I had all the actors and actresses up there. And, you know, there's a lot of shit that I put into that actual show. So it does suck to see, like, all your work just disappear. But, you know, it was my fuck up. So, but hopefully YouTube can re-put that up there for us. You know, there's no way around it, man. I didn't have it recorded. I didn't back it up. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I just wanted to give you guys all a heads up on there about that video if you're searching for it. Tomorrow night.
I'm going to put a lot of shit into the toilet bowl.
Tomorrow night, we're going to have our 5th episode of Foul Play. Don't forget to come over there and check that out. It's going to be a really good fucking episode. It's the day before Halloween. We're going to be speaking about all kinds of spooky fucking just crazy shit. It's going to be the last show with the 3 of us on it. And then the week after will be the official first start of Lucky Low broadcasting on his own, which I'm looking forward to because some of these nights I need a rest. I need a break from doing this. Because I'm on here. My schedule on YouTube is, and I'll tell you like this, it's Monday night. I have off Tuesday nights. I work Wednesday nights here. I have off Thursday nights, but most of the time on Thursday nights we try to do something for the Patreon or we're trying to develop something or brainstorming or whatever the case may be, so it's not really like a night off. Friday night, we do monetize this, which I don't want to miss for the world unless I have to miss it. Then Saturday is Insomniac from like 8:30 till, and normally we go to about 1 o'clock, 12:30, but I've been ending them early because there's been not a lot going on, especially last week. Filthy wasn't in the house. Lucky Low had to bounce early. So I had Corrupted coming up at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I do that show also on Saturday. So my weekends are like fucking just gone. It's Friday night. Saturday's a double fucking feature. I work about 6 hours on YouTube on Saturday. And then Sunday we have the NFL show. And now we also have the Deadtalk at night. So my schedule's fucking full as it comes here. If we can get an extra night off on Mondays, that's awesome. We're eventually going to have Filthy be on an episode and then Chill one Monday, and he's not going to be on it, and I'll be on it, and we're going to fluctuate like that. Plus, Lucky Low's going to have some people coming on to help him out with certain episodes, like Mr. Bobbitt's going to be coming in helping out. We're going to have Mr. Billy Ricky. We're trying to get Cronin to come in for a couple episodes. I'm going to ask him. JB as well. He's definitely going to come in and help us out and do some episodes here and there. Just to, create a little more content, give you, what you guys like. You like us all together, and, so we give you guys a lot of, you could pick whether you want to hear us by ourselves or together or whatever the case may be. But like I said, leave comments on all these shits if you can, and you have any suggestions, because I got news for you. A lot of their suggestions, a lot of the people's suggestions are great. That's what gives us some of the ammo we use. We actually use the shit that you guys, suggest to us. So keep doing that, because it helps us out to gauge what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see. Like, for instance, Tommy NC 2010. We know you guys don't want to fucking see him. And we know that now. You know what I mean? By your reaction to him. So you made that clear. Also, there was a lot of people that didn't want to hear, certain other people. And I mean, it's just, I understand that not everybody will be happy. But I'll tell you, if like, for instance, Tommy's my friend. We've been over this a million times. I want to be able to have Tommy come on the show. He's come on this show since we started this show. Ever since we went live, he's been coming on and plugging himself. I know that he most of the time comes on just to fucking plug himself. He's not really on here to hang out with his friends, or I get that. But also in the same breath, the guy, when we had 80 subs, was coming and hanging out with us, and he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind, guys, when he is on a show and talking to us and interacting with us. And I know that some of you guys are like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to hear it when he's on. Just keep in mind that the guy, when we had 80 subs, was really one of the only YouTubers that reached out to us at that point. So we don't owe him anything, but just keep in mind he's a friend. You know what I mean? He's not just, and I know like some of you people are like, ew, you have him as a friend. I know him for Tommy Finneran. I know him as not the YouTuber. Like when I speak to him on the phone and he's upset about something with his mother or his father or something in his life, he's not Tommy NC 2010. He's Tommy Finton. And the Tommy Finton guy, that's the guy that if you guys knew, you'd probably not necessarily like, but be more understanding. But with that said, we get it. You guys don't want to have him on as much, so we kind of, narrowed that down, and he's not on as much if you guys haven't noticed. So, but he's going to be on here and there, so just bear with it, But like I said, if you guys have any excuses, any fucking things that you want to say as far as like any suggestions, what's better, what we should do, what we're not doing, anything, even if it's negative, even if it's positive, leave it on there. Tell us what you want to see, what you want to hear, and we're going to try to deliver every time, especially here on the Patreon, guys, because this is where it matters the most. You guys are on here directly, backing us and showing us your support by even being on here, whether it be $1 or $25 or $50. And a big shout out to our big donators who give $50 a month, $25 a month. They know who they are. I don't want to go and throw names on the prices and shit, not unless they want me to, but they know who they are. Big shout out to them, and shout out to everybody on here who gives $5, $10, $1. It means a fucking lot. I think Mr. Bobbitt's one of them too, right?
I am.
Yeah. So Mr. Bobbitt's been on here, and so what do you think of our Patreon so far? You think we could add shit? You think, yeah? I feel bad because my wife says this to me all the time. She's like, you better make sure you get your ass on the Patreon. Like, you can't, you got to always put something on there for those people because they directly, support you, like, big time, And I'm like, you're right. You're fucking right. Like, I might not have time to go on there all the time, but I got to make sure I get my ass on the Patreon. You know what I mean? Like, this is always going to come first, This is definitely going to become, like, our stomping grounds. I would love to do just work here on Patreon eventually. Like, this would be the end game for us. Fuck YouTube, move over to here, and then do and say whatever the fuck we want. But the hard thing is, you have to upload through YouTube to get your videos here on Patreon. So it's like, we gotta still fucking use, YouTube, and YouTube is all fucked up. Everybody knows how fucked up it is. It sucks because they block our video from being seen in certain areas. They just did it with Monetize This. It's blocked in a certain amount of countries. They block it to certain individuals for some reason. I had a couple of people hit me up on Twitter telling me, your video's not coming up, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why? But yeah, so I mean, YouTube's a bunch of pieces of shit. They monitor every fucking. God forbid you curse. Like, give me a break. God forbid you fucking curse on YouTube, but yet they'll show people getting their heads blown off and fucking and shitting and. You know what I mean? It's like fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
it really is. It's like there's such a selective fucking way of fucking people. It's just, oh, he cursed. That's it. Oh, he beheaded somebody. Oh, let it go. People want to see that. It's just fucking crazy. But I don't know. What'd you guys think of that episode we just did for The Walking Dead?
It was good shit.
Yeah.
Obviously we gotta get a sea legs under us. It's new fucking.
Yeah.
We haven't done this show about this show before, so.
Yeah, and I definitely, I have to get caught up because I did miss a couple of episodes of last season. And, I definitely don't want to be in here not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to go and refresh myself as far as some of the episodes of last season, just so I can get a little more on board with some of the shit that's going to be mentioned, because I don't want to leave anything out. God forbid you guys are like, hey, this or that, and we don't know. That's kind of fucked up. So I'm going to go freshen up. And I also got to watch this new show, man. Not new show, but everybody's raving about it. The show on Netflix, guys.
Oh, fucking...
Yeah.
Ozark?
Everybody is talking about this show, man.
What, Stranger Things?
Stranger Things, yeah.
I'm in the same boat you are. Like, I have, like, the season 1 Blu-ray because it's in an old VHS box. And I need to watch it because I've never seen the show before.
Yeah, guys. I mean, listen, everybody I know.
In my opinion... Okay, before I saw the first season, everybody was like, it's the greatest thing, it's the Goonies, it's E.T., it's fucking all this shit. In my opinion, not as good as everybody was saying.
Okay, well, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really say.
Opinion.
But I got to tell you guys right now, I mean, some of the best shows that are out right now, to me, I'm really loving Rick and Morty, which is in their 3rd season right now. Big shout out to that show. I don't know how many of you guys out there like that show or watch it, but it's
I love that show. Great show.
I'm also really watching mainly the shows that I love. You had HBO just ending the Game of Thrones, so it's like, okay, that moved on out, and then you finally got back to Walking Dead now, for Sunday nights. And like I said, I'm going to check out that show pretty soon, the one on Netflix, because I've heard nothing but good things about it. Now, how many seasons have you watched, Filthy? Are you like caught up to where they are, or?
No, just the first season. I'm watching the show Ozark, which I can pretty much guarantee blows away the second season of Stranger Things.
Really?
Oh, dude, Ozark. Let me tell you something. Ozark is Netflix's Breaking Bad. It's fucking sick.
Wow.
And yes, it's only one season, So I'm not saying it's as good as Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
but it's in that vein, dude. Like the first episode, when the first episode of the show grabs you, and like after the first episode, you look at your wife and go, "Holy shit!"
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's if I were to tell you what show to watch first, watch Ozark. Ozark is fucking ridiculous.
Shit. And what's that about exactly? So, if people are hearing this for the first time.
Ozark. Jason Bateman is a financial planner. He's a partner with a guy. They own like a financial planning firm.
Okay.
And he, make a long story short, his partner was kind of like shady, and he was doing business on the side with drug cartel, and basically Jason Bateman. There's a few things that happened during the show. I don't want to give it away. Jason Bateman makes a deal with the drug cartel that he would move to Missouri in the Ozarks and launder $8 million of money within, I think it was like 3 or 4 months. And if he doesn't, his wife and kids are dead.
Oh, that sounds like a good show. You know what other show I didn't mention that I'm watching right now too, as like that's in its first season, is The Good Doctor. I don't know if anybody's seen that. But it's a fucking really great show. It's on, I think, Sunday nights as well. And it's basically about a doctor who has autism. And it shows you like his struggles of even like getting to that point of who he was and becoming a doctor, and just how much racism and fucking a tide of bullshit that this guy faces in his life and how he overcomes it. And it really gives you a unique look into how a person with autism that this guy has, how they think, because it shows you like when he's in certain scenarios, which is really cool about the show, it like shows you like what he's thinking of in his mind, which is really cool if you think about it. They never really showed you something like that. Which I'm sure, it shows him computing things, numbers and letters, and and he's a fucking genius basically in this, a surgical genius. And it has a little hint of Doogie Howser type of show, and kind of like ER in a way, like Doogie Howser and ER met. That's what this is like. And I never thought that I'd be into like a doctor show. I was never into like these doctor shows. I never liked them. My wife loves them. She's a nurse, so she would love them. I never watched that shit. But I gotta say, this show, The Good Doctor, highly recommended. If you want to find a new show to watch, go check that show out. You might like it. What other shows are out right now? What else we got out there now?
There's a show I've been watching called Law and Order True Crime, and y'all.
The Mendez brothers.
Mendez brothers.
Oh my god, dude! I've watched the last couple of episodes of that, and I gotta say,
dude, that
wow, that show, dude,
it.
that show is on fucking fire. The way that and right now in the show, it's what's her name who played Tony Soprano's wife, Lorraine Blanco or whatever her name is?
Lorraine Bracco was
that's the nurse.
From
That's
Goodfellas.
yeah. The one who plays the wife on The Sopranos is in this.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And she plays a great role. She plays the lawyer of the Menendez brothers. And, man, you want to talk about a fucking awesome mini-series, go check out Law and Order's Menendez brothers trials, man, because it was a fucking great show, man. They're not done with it yet. I think there's at least another 2 episodes still. But if you want to watch them on replay, highly recommend to go check this out, especially if you're not older and you're a younger cat, you don't know about what happened. Go check out this story about what these fucking kids did to their parents. And really, back then, you were like, throw these motherfuckers away and forget about the key. But when you see this series and you see what exactly went on, it makes you scratch your fucking head of why these guys are even in jail. But, yeah, it's a pretty good show as well. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good shows out right now. I know a lot of people, like I said, are going crazy over that fucking show. You also have another great show that's on HBO right now, is Curb Your Enthusiasm, which a lot of people fucking love. I think it's like, the 10th or 11th season of that show?
What show?
Curb.
Oh, I believe it's only the 9th season?
9th season? All right, 9th season.
I gotta double check. Yeah,
I mean, listen, either way, it's a fucking really good show. If you're into comedy and shit like that, you're into that dry comedy shit. And it's a popular show. I mean, it's won a shitload of awards and everything. The new Star Trek is also out, and the new Star Trek is on the app, I think, for CBS or whatever, and you can only get it that way. But a show that I'm fucking falling in love with now is The Orville, and that comes on, I think every Thursday night.
Oh, perfect.
I think it's I'm not sure. I think maybe every Thursday night, but it's a great show, man. It's with Seth MacFarlane, and it's basically Seth MacFarlane's version of Star Trek. A lot of good storylines, believe it or not, and it's not all comedy, so that's another cool show to go check out, man. If you're looking for a new show to go check out, that and the new Star Trek. I heard, Joe talks about the new Star Trek a lot. I've heard it from other people that it's really not that great, so I don't know if I'd go recommend that show, but if you're a Star Trek fan, you're probably gonna check it out anyway. You also have Orange is the New Black. That's still out on Netflix as well. Netflix is hitting home runs now, man. You also have Mr. Robot, which is a good show that people were raving about at one point.
Ken?
Yeah.
Have you ever been a fan of the Castlevania video games?
Yeah, I used to love them.
Dude, it's one of my favorite series.
There is an anime on Netflix of Castlevania. It's only 4 episodes.
It's amazing.
More is coming out in July. Dude, watch it. It's amazing. So good.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I got to check that out, man. There's also another show that's pretty fucking good out there called Silicon Valley. You ever hear of that show?
Yeah.
It's a great show, man. Yeah, it's a great show on HBO. It's like a half-hour show, you know what I mean? But it's a good show. There's a lot of like tech shit and Silicon Valley type shit in there, and it's to see how things work, and it's a pretty good show too. But yeah, just wanted to come on, guys, and get drop this video for you guys and catch up with you guys and welcome the new people in. And also to have you guys know, please tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you think is good, what you think is bad, what you think, we can improve, what you want to hear us do, what we're not doing. And tell Filthy he's a cunt. Do that for me too. So yeah, I want to give Bobbit a big fat ass shout out to him for coming on tonight and helping us, and he's going to be back with us for the Walking Dead shows that we do, Deadtalk. Big shout out to Sal Rex. Go check him out. You ever need artwork, anything like that, he's the best. He's doing the best right now. And shout out to all the new Patreon. And you guys know who you are. Shout out to all of our family members on Patreon, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Foul Play, episode 5, and I will not delete it, I promise. And we'll probably also be on the Patreon tomorrow night before or after that show as well. So look for that too here on Patreon, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Mr. Bobbit, thank you. Foul Mouth. It will be back tomorrow.
Thank you, Ken, for letting me do this.
Yeah, dude, thank you for coming and doing this with us. Go check out his show, Swamp Ass Podcast, on his channel here on YouTube. Show him some love. Hit him with a fucking sub and a like. And Filthy Mouth Gamer, he's got his next episode going to be loaded up this week, guys, here on the Patreon first, of Deep Thoughts with the Filthy Mouth Gamer. This one's about gun control. It's a fucking wild one. You guys are going to like it. You'll hear that very soon here on the Patreon before it comes on to our regular channel. So peace out, everybody. We'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you so much.